And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday stream. Yes. Welcome to this Sunday stream for all of you watching around the world today. We're going to be doing something really crazy. Today I will be officially reviewing a water. Yes, a water, and also we're going to do some whiskey drinks. We're going to be sipping on some whiskey. So for all of you watching around the world, this might be the first whiskey we're going to sip on. Maybe, or we're going to have a 30-year whiskey, which is out of the sky. We have a bunch of whiskeys here. And also, for all of you watching around the world, we're going to be doing another ribeye. Yes, USDA choice Angus beef. Gonna do another ribeye, but before I say anything, ladies and gentlemen, Ripper Crew, you know what time it is, Ripper Crew in number one. Hit the like button on the video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And for all of you watching, yes, we're gonna be sipping on some whiskey, yes. But wait a minute, main thing. Here we go. I'm going to say this, Saratoga water. Today, I'm going to do my first ever review on water. And don't get used to this. Today, I'm going to do my first ever review on water. So expect it. I don't know what to expect, but I'm going to say, let me take this out. Oof. It's nice and cold. This is going to be my first ever review on beautiful water, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Saratoga water. This is what I'm going to be putting on the stream. For all of you watching around the world, thank you for tuning in on a daily basis. For all of you that are always here on a weekly basis, thank you so much. Also for all the super chats that you guys send, I gotta do something different. So today, can't wait for this. Honestly, I can't wait for this. Today, I've never tried this before. I do know that we have one of our members. Her name is April Neal, and she drinks this. I've never drank this in my life. Is this going to be a dud? Is it going to be good? Saratoga. Yes, Saratoga, still perfectly balanced natural spring water. I paid about $3 for this bad boy. It's a beautiful looking bottle. Let's just say that. It's a beautiful looking bottle, and I'm going to say, I did say a long time ago, maybe before this company ever existed, if you do a great presentation on water, you can sell any type of water. And I can say right now, this blue is popping. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this right. Let's take the meat out. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Saratoga water. Let's go just straight up do it. Let's do it. Here we go. This is the first time I ever have this. I don't know what to expect, and personally, I'm going to say not only do I not know what to expect, I have no idea what I'm drinking. I just know it's water that's well made. For all of you watching, before we do anything, here we go. Are we going to officially do this? Here we go. Saratoga still perfectly balanced natural spring water. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. You guys ready? How many of you ready? Here we go. Drink us up. I don't know what the hell I just drank. That is crazy. And some crazy work. Holy Lord. It's got to be the most clearest, beautiful, I'm going to say my water, I still think my water is still, no, maybe this one's a little bit better. Here we go, let's drink this up. And also, for all of you watching, here we go, let's drink this up. That is That is a wild, wild ride. You know what? That's better than Fiji water. Holy Lord. That's better than Fiji water. As a matter of fact, this is so good. This is so good. It almost feels like they ran this through diamonds. This is really, really that good. I've never had this before, but you guys know I only show you the best. I only show you the best. Okay? I only show you the best in this water right here, my friends. Reaper Crew, this water is really, really good. Saratoga still water. Here we go, natural spring water. Dang, even the color. Look at the color. Beautiful color. I'm going to pour a little bit more, and then we're going to start taking these steaks out. Man, that's some fancy water. Sheesh. This is some fancy. Look, I'm going to recommend all of you. Definitely get this. Really good water. I don't even need to review it. The only thing I can tell you, only thing I'm going to tell you, this is literally, it tastes like water from like Pluto or something. It's like water from Pluto. Full of diamonds, right? Filtered through diamonds. That's what it tastes like. It tastes exactly like that. Wow. Anyways, we're gonna take this out of the way. I'm super impressed. Holy Lord, I've never been impressed so much in my life. Wow. On water, regular water. It's really good. Last time I got impressed was Fiji water. A long time ago when Fiji water was getting popular. And then obviously our favorite, which I do show often in these streams, but this over here, I don't know if this can be the Icelandic, but it's right there. Oh, it's so good. Why is this like this? Let me read some of the back. Life's perfect pairing for the generation. Okay, iconic cobalt blue bottle. It's been a centerpiece of celebrations for over a decade. Okay, cool. Anyways, point of matter is I'm not trying to sponsor that, okay? We're just showing you good stuff, and I think that right there, oof. Cheers all of you. Let's drink this up and let's do our steaks. Man, that's good. That is real good. All right, let's put this. Look at this right here. All right, let's open these things up. I'm gonna do 2 ribeyes again today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm an addict. I'm addicted. All right, for all of you watching, if you're watching right now on a Sunday, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. I'm going to be doing for all of you today, I'll be doing some beautiful, beautiful ribeyes. Now, these beautiful ribeyes, I did pick them out I picked them out over, there was like 10 different ribeyes that I could have picked out. Remember, this is with the bone, with the bone. Again, if you're doing this on the barbecue, you have to know which seasonings have more salt. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. I say that all the time. I'm going to make sure that you guys know, you have to know what seasonings have a lot of salt. You don't want to oversalt your steak. Why do you not want to oversalt it? Because you could do that. You could do that after it's cooked. You understand? You don't have to do it while it's. You could do it, good amount, and after you do plenty, right? Whatever you want. Point of matter is today I'm going to be using a good seasoning, Thundering Longhorn. This is great for briskets, but it's also one of my favorites for steaks. This has a lot of spices. You can see the spices. It does also have salt, so you have to understand that. This also has salt, but it doesn't have a huge amount of salt. I love this Kinder's. It has a little bit of truffle, and also has that black garlic, beautiful black garlic. And for all of you, here we go. Let's start making sure that we know what we're doing. So, first things first, charcoal's on, charcoal's on, charcoal's on. By the way, you guys gotta hit that like button if you haven't already. This water, man, this water, here we go. This water's really goddamn good. Man, it's good. Like, I don't want to fill myself up with water. We're gonna drink some whiskey. Okay, first whiskey we're going to drink. Let's pop this over here. I think we're going to do a 30-year. We might do the 30-year whiskey. Maybe. I might just do the 30-year whiskey right now. First off, just pop it in there. All right, first off, I just got to figure out what I'm going to do. Right now, we have a couple whiskeys on here. For Roses, this is OBSF. This is OBSF, yes. This is one of my favorite ones out of the line, but it's still, I will tell you, if there's any For Roses to get, will be the barrel strength. It's going to be one of the ones we might drink on the stream. Also, boom, we might drink Midkers. Yes, this is a limited release toasted barrel finish. This is a Kentucky Sour Mash whiskey, and this has low proof, 86 proof. Low proof is always good. There's a lot of people in America that they think it has to be high proof. It doesn't have to be high proof. Low proof is good, especially when you're drinking a lot of whiskey. It's a limited release. Let's put this over here. Boom. And then we have the new Riff, Noah's Mill, and maybe the big bull and brought it out just in case I'm urging the big 1.75. If I'm urging it, I'll take it out and I'll whip it out. That's what she wants, yes. Anyways, the point of the matter is, also, I put this one on the stream. I always put this on the stream, and I never tend to drink it. I just don't understand why. Really good Yellowstone. And also, I'm going to say this for anybody that ever asks about New Riff. New Riff is the only one I recommend. Yes, New Riff single barrel is the only one I recommend. Huge shout outs to AM. Huge shout outs to AM in the chat room. AM just gave out a membership out here. First member that he gave out to, one membership he just gave out. Thank you so much, AM. Huge appreciation. And today, I am rocking a fragrance that you could go see on Instagram. You go check out on Instagram what I'm rocking today, and it's very strong. Three sprays. You can go check that out on Instagram. For all of you watching who got the membership over here, the membership was Bird. Bird got a membership. Shout out to Bird and shout out to AM. Thank you so much, AM, for adding to the stream. Okay, you know what? We're going to figure out, AM, what I'm going to drink. So here's our options, AM, since she asked. Option number one, obviously, 30-year, yes, 30-year Isle of the Sky. We could do that one. Or the first one I could do could be the limited release, which is Midkers limited release. Could do this one. Or I could do, to start off with the Yellowstone. This is also a limited release. You pick, AM. You let me know which one, and I'll do it. For the meantime, this water is god dang good. For some of you watching, this is a good water. Real good. It's Saratoga. Perfectly balanced. Look, this is really perfectly balanced. I really like this a lot. A huge appreciation to all of you. But that water that I'm drinking, is real fancy and real good. Man, it's good. Oh, man. Midkers. I honestly wish I could take a shower with this. This is so good. Oh, man. Honestly, all of you should definitely buy this. Try it out. I bought it for $3 a day. You saw that I bought it in the basket. I put some bananas and some strawberries. Point of the matter is, first one in the stream, right here, first one in the stream, AM wants yes, AM send a membership out here. Thank you so much, AM. And for all of you, here we go. We're going to drink this up. This is going to be the first whiskey on the stream. First whiskey on the street, Mid-Coors limited release. Let's put this in the center. Now let's pour it up. It's going to be the first one. It's good. It's 86 proof, so that's good. That's good. I don't want high proof. Never start with a high proofer. Here we go. First one, limited release, Mid-Coors. I like to put the K. I like to put there's no K on here, but I like to put the K. Mid-Coors. I like to. I just don't. It don't sound good like that. Mid-Coors. I like to do it like that. So it's going to be the first one. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how this is. Last time I remember drinking this one, it was underwhelming. Underwhelming. Here we go. Let's nose this out. Matter of fact, it smells like bubble gum. This smells like bubble gum caramel and brown sugar. But there's no brown sugar here that I know of. It smells like bubble gum perfume. Wait a minute. I'm wearing a perfume right now. I'm wearing a cologne over here. Maybe I'm smelling. Wait. I think I'm smelling my own cologne. Okay, let me nose this out again. Man, this is good. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers, all of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning in on the stream. We're going to do this right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's drink this up. That is so good. First whiskey of the day. Oh, my Lord. This is so good. Man. It has a super toasted, almost sweet finish. Very nice. Oh, man, the vanilla on here. Vanilla caramel. And the oak is nice. This is really, really something different. Oof. This is so good. But it does kind of, I don't know if it's just me. I feel like I'm drinking bubble gum. Bubble gum with caramel vanilla. I don't know if my fragrance right now. This is the first whiskey I have on stream. Here we go, AM. Let's drink up. That's too good. Okay, I want to try this later. I want to drink it later, so I want to drink it later with my dinner. Like a high end, yes. I'm gonna drink this later like a high end. Oh, you thought I was gonna say something? I'm gonna drink this later, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna drink that with my dinner. That's really good. Let me put it inside, and also I'm gonna get some thongs. And for all of you watching, we're gonna drink another whiskey right now. Okay, look, I want to season my steak, okay? For all of you watching, let's start seasoning my steak. I want to season it. I want to make it look beautiful before we start diving into more whiskeys. So here we go. First things first. We're going to put this. We can put this over here. No, we're not going to put that over here. We're going to put this. We're going to stack it over here. Good. Okay, first things first. Load this up with a little bit of good olive oil, okay? Good olive oil. Good olive oil, okay? Here we go. Let's clean this out around mine over here. Beautiful. Let's mix it up. Make sure both sides get it, okay? Make sure both sides get this. By the way, the bone, be careful with the bone. Please, please be careful with the bone. I hope nobody buys Penelope in the chat room. No, no, no. Let Al Gordon get all the Penelopes. And let Edgar Romeo get all the Penelopes. I think I saw somebody in the chat room say Penelope. You know what? Here we go. Let's drink this up. Cheers, 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 all of you. Look at these things. Oof. These things are goddamn beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And look at how beautiful this is. So good. Okay, for all of you watching, you got two beautiful ribeyes. But I'm going to say this. Just because I have two beautiful ribeyes doesn't mean they're going to be good, right? You got to prepare them. You got to make them good. You can't expect them to be good just off the bat. Yesterday, I didn't put a lot of olive oil. But today, we're going to put a little bit more olive oil than I did yesterday. Here we go. Just a little bit more. I'll start on this side to do. I'll start on this side to do the seasoning. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, first thing is first, you can use your hands. Get it nice. Huge shout out to AM. Huge shout out to AM. Let's put this over here. Let's get it nice. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. If I hear goddamn Penelope one more time, Lord heavens, I'll use that timeout card easy. For all of you watching, Thundering Longhorn, you guys don't understand how much I don't like Penelope. They've wasted all my money. Wasted money. Kinder's prime steak seasoning. Let's do this first. We're going to do the first layer of this, and then we're going to do the other layer, okay? So we're going to pop this open over here. Let's do this. Fabulous, fabulous, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One of the worst bottles I've ever had and drank in my life, and I bought in my life, was Penelope 4 grain. Gotta be the worst dang freaking bottle in the whole world. And all their other stuff is just a little bit too overpriced personally. Here we go, let's start doing this. You know what? If they sold me the Penelope company because they're going under, I wouldn't buy it. Not even for $1,000. Well, maybe $1,000. Yeah. I'll change the bottles. Yes. I'll change the bottles. I'll change the logo. Yes. Anyways, we're going to start doing this. Okay, first layer is first layer, okay? So again, first layer is first layer, yes? Shout outs to my chat room. Shout outs to all my members. Thundering Longhorn. This is really good, okay? This is really good. I just want to tell you guys, if you haven't bought this before, I recommend you to buy this. You can use this on steak. You can use this on brisket. You could use it on burgers. I used it on burgers. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I used it on burgers. Real good. I don't suggest you to try using this on chicken. Personally, meat, or you could also use it on pork. Pork is really good. It does have a little bit of espresso. You see it says espresso. It has a little bit of espresso, a little bit of chili, and it's really nice. So we're going to do a nice little layer here. Don't overdo the layer. Just one little layer, okay? So beautiful. Very beautiful. I drink the rest of the mid curds. Now let me tell you something. That bottle's not worth buying for too much money. If any of you, I'm going to say this again. Let me repeat myself one time. Do not pay $250 for this limited release. Never pay over the price of this limited release. This is the only difference between this one and the regular sour mash. The regular sour mash is $50, and this is close to $200 at times. You see, it's limited release. I personally do not recommend anybody buy this unless you get it for anywhere close to, okay, if you buy this one, if you get it anywhere close to under $100 or even maybe 110, I would recommend it. But I do not recommend this bottle to anybody out there. If you're expecting something crazy, you're not gonna. It's a good low-proof this is a good low-proof sour mash whiskey that is toasted, right? So what that means is it's going to be sweeter than the regular one. I do recommend you to get this if you have the money, but don't pay $300 for this joint. Don't pay $300 for this joint. I'll tell you right now, don't pay $300 for that joint. All right, let's flip this over. I'm sorry to think that I got the wrong stakes. No, I didn't get the wrong stakes. I think I got the right ones. Because I remember this fanny piece over here. It was another piece. Maybe it was bigger and I didn't get it. There was a ribeye that had a big fatty piece, and I didn't want to pay for that big, huge fatty piece, so I ended up putting it back. But I do know that I picked these out. So just for all of you to know, we're working with under 2 pounds of big meats. Okay, it's under 2 pounds of big meats. Okay, for all of you watching ribeye steaks. Huge shout outs to Jason Kane in the chat room. Huge shout outs to Jason Kane. I know, you know, Jason Kane. With that water that I use, I know, you know. With that water I use, that water was really good. So anybody wants to go rewatch what I thought about that water, you could go rewatch it maybe tomorrow or the next day, right? Because I don't know if you could rewind this stream, but I did drink a water, first time ever, Saratoga water, and I think it was beautiful. It was a great experience for what they're trying to put out there. Really good experience. You know what? Now that I'm talking about experience, we're going to keep on seasoning this, right? But before I season more of this, let's step it up a little bit. I'm still on the sweeter side on the whiskeys, so I think I'm going to go with this one, Evan Williams. This is great, single barrel. I'm going to stick with this. Let's go with this one. Evan Williams, single barrel. Let's go with this one. There we go. Let's go with this one. Now, the price of this is a cheaper one. I usually do the cheaper ones first and then the expensive ones, but AM wanted me to do that one. That was really expensive. But now we're going to do this one. Shout out to AM. Evan Williams single barrel. This is the vintage, right? This is the old school bottle, and this is a great bottle. Inexpensive, under $40. Should be $36.99 for this. Here we go. Let's nose this out. Let's nose this out one time. Shh. You see, it's so sweet. Nice vanilla, nice everything you really want. But the one thing that strikes me is of this bottle, it has almost like a toasted aspect. It doesn't have a toasted barrel, but it has almost a toasted sweetness almost. It almost leans more to like, it almost feels like you're drinking a whiskey that's French oak finish. It's very nice and it's very pleasant and very sweet. Very sweet. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. That is very sweet. Anyways, here we go. Kinders, first layer. First layer. Oh, man, look how beautiful it is. That's a doozy. That's a doozy. That's a hurricane right there. That's a hurricane. All right, let's do another hurricane. That's a hurricane right there. Ooh, that's a hurricane right there. Oof. Another good hurricane. Real good. That's a real hurricane right there. I'll tell you right now. If you don't know how to cook, let me just say, if you don't know how to cook, you can watch my streams every single day. There's going to be a stream that you're going to like, and officially you can do whatever I do. Do the same thing, cook it up. I can guarantee you that the food is really just good when you just use seasonings. Now, why am I mixing these? I'm mixing these because I don't want to make my own seasoning. You know? I could make my own seasoning. I don't want to waste my time making my own seasoning. So these companies already make it for me, right? They make this. It has a little bit of little of that black garlic, right? Instead of too much garlic powder, I just get that black garlic, a little bit of that truffle action, and it does have a little bit of salt. The best part about both of these, the mix of both of these, it doesn't have a huge amount of salt. That's the best part of that. So the grains aren't that big, Joanne. They're not that big, Joanne, so that's good. Good to see some of our members in the chat room. If you're a member, please do me a favor. Subscribe if you're not a member. And if you don't know how to do it, maybe one of my ranchers could put in the chat room. What you could do also in the details of this live stream, up in the corner, you can click that link. It'll get you that membership, and it will show up in the chat room. It's a small little fee, and at the end of the day, you can see those private streams. Okay, let's drink this up. That's so good. Honestly, if you find this bottle, you should buy it. There's a lot of people that don't buy this, and they're missing out. It's really good. But it is sweet. It is sweet. Who's going to like the sweet whiskeys? Well, if you give it to women, most women will like that a lot. It's not overly charred. It's not overly high proof. It's perfect. It's really good. Matter of fact, if anybody doesn't know about whiskeys, drinks this, I can guarantee you they're really going to like it. It's a really good experience. When it comes to bourbon whiskey, if you have a good whiskey, and it's inexpensive, it's always a great experience. Get yourself an Evan Williams single barrel, the vintage. Here we go. Let's do this over here. Boom. Thundering Longhorn. Here we go. Let's finish this up right here. And you're going to see me cook this too. Here we go. Beautiful. One layer. One layer. There you go. One layer. That's it. You don't want to put two layers. Okay? Understand what I'm trying to tell you. If you think you're going to fill up your whole steak with a huge amount of layer of this, you're going to ruin your steak. Don't overlayer. Do not overlayer your ribeye. If you think it's cool, if you think it's something that's just perfect, just overlayering it and putting too much seasoning, it's like putting too much salt. You don't want to put too much salt. You got to put one layer of each, right? Let me just say this also. If it's a thick piece of steak, okay, here we go. Let me just say this again. These are under 2 pounds. Each of these, under 2 pounds. So we basically got like about 3.5 pounds of meat, 3.5 pounds of meat, right? The point of the matter is, what I'm trying to tell you is, if it's thicker, so if it's real thick, if your meat is real thick, you can put more, and that's fine. But if it's thin like this is not too thin, but it's to me it's a little bit thin, right? We've done huge ones. We've done huge boys, right? Huge, thick, 3 pound, 2 pound and a half. I think 4 pound. We did a 4-pounder once, I think, right? We did so many. I think even a 5-pound big slab of meat, right? I think we done everything, really. We done everything. Only thing that I don't suggest is Wagyu. Don't do Wagyu. Don't do Wagyu. If you think you're cool, good luck. Have fun doing Wagyu. Wagyu to me is, I personally think Wagyu to me is for people that have strong stomachs. If you have to have a strong stomach. If you don't have a strong stomach, I don't recommend Wagyu. Let's drink the rest of this. That's good. Okay, let me move this. Now it's time for me to do the sides. One of the main things you need to do, one of the main things you're going to need to do those sides. Beautiful. The sides look good. And also, I'm going to say this. One of my favorite parts is the bone. You guys don't know how much I love the bone, right? So, this is the main thing that I want to let you guys know. One of my favorite things is, over here, Sheena talk. Andrew says, Andrew's chat room, Sheena, talk to Reaper about Wagyu. Oh, hell no. That's all what he says. You want to hear something funny? There's a YouTuber that copies everything I do. Fat son of a bitch. Fat son of a gun, right? And the other day, his video showed up on my feed. So what I usually do is I forward it all the way to the end. If I have time, forward it all the way to the end. The son of a fat bitch, guy copies me for everything, and he ended up buying Fortaleza tequila. Son of a gun! A dude never drank any tequila in his life. Now he's drinking tequila. This guy needs to put something up his. Anyways, the point of the matter is, let's start doing this bone. So if you guys don't know, we were showing a lot of tequilas. We're showing a lot of tequilas last month. And the only tequilas that I would show, non-additive, like additive free. So we would only show additive free tequilas, right? And the last tequila that we showed was Fortaleza tequila. My favorite, obviously, if you don't know, G4. If you're really trying to get into tequilas, right now would be a good time to get into tequilas. You can buy the tequila that you want to for a good price. Eventually, the market will go up with tequilas because, well, most of the tequilas are really, they're almost to the bottom, right? The prices, they have room to expand. But we were talking about tequilas for about 2 months straight, a couple months ago. Last month, and the last tequila we showed was the Fortaleza tequila. And Fortaleza Blanco, that's what we showed, or was it? I think it was a Blanco. Yes, Blanco that I showed. I have them inside, but I haven't been urging to have tequila. And so the story goes like that. It's just the son of a gun sucker. Sucker always just copies everything. Next thing you know, you're gonna see him starting to swallow hot dogs on the street and say that he thought of it. Dude, better start sucking down those hot dogs. Because I don't think the dude can cook. And there's point of matter is for all of you watching, you guys are amazing. Don't forget, this is how you have to season. Make sure it's seasoned properly. Okay, make sure it's seasoned properly. Okay, make sure it's seasoned properly. And here we go. Let's do this over here. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Nobody's watching, right? Nobody's watching. Let me tell you a secret. The whiskey community. Let me tell you a real secret. Okay, the whiskey community started doing challenges. Okay, they started doing challenges of blending whiskeys, and they made it a big thing, a tournament, big tournament thing. Guess where they got that idea? Yes. Guess where they got that idea? They got that idea over here. And ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. They got the idea from here. It all started with a bottle, okay? A bottle like this. It started with a bottle like this. So you guys ever see a future, tournaments, huge channels coming together on the whiskey community? It all started because of me. And for all of you, I am the OG of all OGs in the whiskey community, yes. I am the one that literally mastered hunting at stores. But the point of the matter is, let's reverse a little bit. Okay? Let's reverse a little bit. I officially was the first one to ever bring to blend Elijah Craig with larceny. When I did that, I put it in one of these. And I'm not going to tell you the creator. He's a huge creator, and he's a big content creator. He asked me what it was, and I told him what it was. He only asked me to see if I was actually, selling my blends and what barrel he was getting charged to get information, I believe. And I feel that ever since that day, I actually kind of watched my back in the whiskey community. I learned a long time ago, it's always good to watch your back and do your own thing. Anyways, the point of the matter is I started blending whiskeys. And when I started blending whiskeys, guess what? They started making a bracket in the whiskey community. And for all of you that ever see any of the challenges, tournaments that in the whiskey community they used to have once a year, that all started because of this channel and because of me. So I'm going to say this for a lot of you that are watching on a daily basis. Everything I put out there, all the content that I put out there, okay? All the content that I put out there, enjoy it, okay? Enjoy all the things that I do. Enjoy the times that we're cooking. Enjoy all the whiskeys we're drinking. Enjoy the times that we're having fun time laughing. We're doing kinders. We're doing blends of seasoning. Enjoy these times. Reason why is because you never know. These times can change. YouTube could finally say, you know what, we're doing no live streams. You have to sign every member up. And every member has to pay for no commercials. If that happens, I will not probably do live streams. I will not force any of you to not subscribe, and I'll never force any of you to get that membership. I will say it throughout the streams, but I don't think it's right to force any of you to get a membership. If you guys want to get a membership, get it. That's amazing. Don't want to force any of you, but if YouTube eventually changes the rules on the live stream, well, guess what? We're not going to be the same anymore, right? But the point of the matter is, there is content that we have going, and I don't do long videos anymore because I don't see the point of that. Reason why there's no point of that is because I could get 200,000 views on one video. All it's going to do is get me subscribers, and that's about it. At the end of the day, what kind of subscribers are we trying to get out here? We're trying to get all the VIPs. We're trying to get all the great subscribers, all the great members, all the loyal members, all the great people, and all the genuine people and the smart people in our community. And for all of you watching, we stream every single day. I just want to let you guys know. Shout out to Joe Waters. Shout out to Al Gordon in the chat room. Andrew. Shout out to Andrew in the chat room. Shout out to Sheena. Shout out to Farm Kitty. I believe Farm Kitty yesterday she sent a $20 super chat. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Jason Kane was here early. I know he works, but he tunes in. Shout out to Jason Kane. He tunes in. Huge shout out to Edgar Romeo this week. Killed it this week, Edgar Omi, with Super Chance. Jesse Hernandez. I see him often in the chat room. Great to see you, Jesse. Don't forget to always renew your membership. And also, if you renew your membership, not forcing you, but it gives you a little bit of a perk. Your name and the logo changes color over time, and you can see those private videos and the private streams. Whenever I'm driving, sometimes I maybe do a little video every now and then, literally live stream for all of you. The point of the matter is, we're going to drink a little bit of whiskey. Today's Sunday. Many of you went to church on the Sunday. I know many of you are religious. Many of you, shout out to Rob in the chat room. I know many of you are religious, and there's people also that are not religious. That's okay. I don't care if you're religious or non-religious. As long as you enjoy the chat room and this relaxes you. Our streams are meant for all of you to be relaxed. Some days a little bit hyped up, some days a little bit mad, some days I'm a little bit funny. It's just what it is. It all depends on the days that I fall out of the bed the right way. If I fall out of the bed the right way, sometimes it's a hell of a stream. I'm a little bit louder. Point of the matter is, we're going to drink another whiskey. And for all of you watching, I will also say, I need to go pet my elephant. I renamed my elephant, by the way, if you guys are watching. You guys know his name before. But now I renamed him. His new name, the new name of the elephant that I rescued from India. His new name is Rodolfo. Rodolfo is my new elephant name that I rescued from India. You're gonna hear him now. Okay, here we go. Let me show you. Let me pet my elephant. Oof. I don't think he wants to be bothered too much. Yes. Anyways, for all of you watching, somebody spelled Rodolfo wrong. There's an F in the Rodolfo. There's an F in the Rodolfo. There's an F in the Rodolfo, okay? My elephant. Anyways, the point of the matter is, before I even talk anymore about any more elephants, we drank already 2 whiskeys on the stream, right? 2 whiskeys. I kind of want to drink the 30 year. I don't even know why I brought the 30 year if I'm not going to drink it. I really want to drink the 30 year. You shout out to the 30 year. Yes. Somebody says, you know what? When those elephants come out of India, yes, you got to rehab them. But you know how all you got to do is give them a lot of peanuts. That's all it is. Big bag, peanuts, whole month. Good to go. And the point of the matter is, we're going to drink another whiskey. I actually want to go to this one. This is one I want to go to. And we're going to bank this. We're going to bank this son of a gun up. Little Hershey's Kiss over there with that little, let me bank it up. I want to drink this. I don't remember the last time I drank this. 4 Roses OBSF. Yesterday, I believe we had a different one. Which one was it we had yesterday? I don't remember. Let's pour this up. OBSF. You can tell this is my favorite one. My favorite one, probably the one I recommend you guys to get. If you guys ever find these red ones, don't buy them all. Personally, would recommend that one. The reason why I don't buy them all, because there's 2 other ones. The other one that's not this one, which is OESK, I believe. It says OESK. That one has like a pair of socks. It tastes like a pair of socks with leaves and spice. And I don't think it's too fancy. The OESO is the one that everybody likes. I don't know why everybody likes OESO. You're literally drinking apple juice. You might as well go to the store and buy yourself some apple juice. It tastes like apple juice. And I personally don't recommend it. OESO. But for some of the people out here, they think drinking apple juice that says whiskey, it's good. That's why I don't like Alabama whiskey. You don't see Alabama whiskey on the stream often, okay? I don't like there's 2 things, two fruits that I don't like in my whiskey. I don't like goddamn strawberries too much in my whiskey. It has to be an ice cream, okay? I don't want it in my whiskey. Strawberry, sometimes I just don't like it. It's just like Elmer Teely. I just don't like Elmer Teely, right? And then number 2, apples. I'm going to say this. Apples, oof. I don't like apples either. I'm going to say this. This does have a little bit of apples and a little bit of fruits. But this doesn't have as much apple as the other one. Point of the matter is, let's nose this out. Gee, holy crap. Not talking about apples. This smell. It smells like a McDonald's apple. It smells like a McDonald's apple pie. Holy Lord, what the hell am I saying? I just said I don't like apples. Oof. Very, very chingy. Oof, very chingy. All right, here we go. Let's drink a sip. Is this going to be a hurricane? Let's see. Let's see. That's a hurricane right there. That's a hurricane right there. That's a hurricane right there, my friends. Ah, dang, that's nice. That's nice. Oof. I don't even taste it. I don't even taste the apple too much. This is god dang nice. It does say over here, it says it has mint. Don't taste the mint right now. It has good amount of rye. Good amount of rye. Apple, you could taste a little bit, but you could also taste. It doesn't only taste like apple. It tastes like fruits. Pear. It tastes like pear and apple. And you have like a little bit of what can I say? I was gonna say star fruit. No, star fruit is a little bit sour. No, star fruit. There's another fruit out there that I can say. Definitely not bananas. I'm about bananas today, by the way. Not bananas, but apple and peach. Nice. I'm not gonna say a juicy peach. I'm not gonna say a juicy peach. Like a peach that's really hard, rock hard, rock hard peach. Not peach. Wait. Well, pear. My bad. I said peach. I'm thinking about pear, and I said peach. Ah, that's crazy. Why am I thinking about peach? I don't know. Anyway, let's drink this up. We have a oof, good amount of spice, really good amount of spice, good amount of spice. Damn, this is now this okay. I'm gonna say this again. Let me repeat it again. If you ever buy these red ones, no, don't buy any of them. Buy just this one, OBSF. The best one out of all of them, OBSF. OESO, apple juice. You don't want to drink apple juice. So you might as well go to the Alabama section. And then OESK. It's not my fancy. It reminds me of like a witch drink. Like a witch drink. It has just too much going on. It's not really as good as you might think. But don't mind me. You could buy all of them and you could try them out. You could say, damn, just wasted money. This is the point of these streams. You're supposed to save money, right? You're supposed to save money. I don't listen to other YouTubers. I don't listen to other content creators. I don't listen to anybody, as a matter of fact. Nobody tells me what I should say. And that's how it should be, right? This one is definitely a great one. OBSF. I love this. Look at this. It's already almost gone. I like it. Now, am I going to say you just drive a whole hour to buy that? Definitely not. Don't go driving a whole hour. Don't drive a whole hour, okay? Don't drive a whole hour to go buy that. It's just a waste of money, a waste of time. The gas right now is going down, but it ain't worth it. Now, if you find that at the stores, definitely get it. Will I buy another one? This is the thing. I should ask myself, would I buy another one of them? That's what I should say. Let's drink this up. To have it on the show, I would buy another one. To have it on the show, Rob, I would buy another one. If I didn't have a show and I didn't have a channel, I would definitely not buy another one. That's my personal opinion. You can take it how it is. But still, this is the best one out of the red labels. Anyways, we're going to drink. I would say, there you go. Al Gordon says he will not buy. You see? I will not buy another one. But for the show, I'll buy another one. For the show, I'll buy another, but I will not buy another one. Backup, I will not buy. And why will I not buy? Because look at this. 1.75, right? I could get a whole 1.75 for the price of that. Al Gordon, I would like to know Al Gordon's thought on, and shout out to my chat room. I'm going to repeat what he says. For some of you, one of my ranches, he loves whiskey. And he literally, it's his hobby. Whiskey is his hobby and other things. So Al Gordon, let me know which one's your favorite out of all the Four Roses that just got released. I let everybody know that's watching which is your favorite. And that's good that I asked somebody different because at the end of the day, for all of you that watch it around the world in the chat room, maybe you can't see the chat room, right? You'll be able to see secondhand of what somebody else thinks. Okay, so Al Gordon, let me know which is your favorite out of all the red ones. Here we go. Let's nose this out. You see what I mean? This over here. There we go. There we go. He says over here, OBSF. OBSF is his favorite, OBSF. And that's what Al Gordon says. He will not buy any of the other ones back up, and he probably will not buy back up of this one either. Again, let me just repeat this again. I'm only if I go empty on that one, it's only for the shows. That's about it. But personally, that's the best one. Here we go. I'm going to go back to reality. Let's drink Buffalo Trace. This is a regular Buffalo Trace, but it's a 1.75. I recommend you definitely buy the 1.75. Usually it gets blended with a little bit more aged barrels. Let's drink this up. You guys never see me with small barrels. I mean small bottles like this. You never see me with small bottles. Unless it's a store pick. You never see me with small bottles. I never buy the small ones. It's a waste of my time, waste of money. You got to get the big ones. MSRP price on the big ones should be about $43.99. New price on the big 1.75s are $50. $50 are the new price on the big boys. And you know who I really want to get this? The big 1.75. Joe Waters. Joe Waters, he is into whiskeys. It's his hobby too. This is a hobby for some of you who don't know. Nobody out here is alcoholic that I know of. This is a hobby. Okay, a hobby that we enjoy having. It's like collecting, what's the word? It's like collecting paintings, right? But you can actually drink your painting, your Picasso paintings. You can drink your Picasso paintings. It's like collecting shoes, but you can actually drink your shoes if you're buying whiskeys. That's the beauty of collecting whiskeys and trying each and every one of them out. I'm gonna drink this one. I'm gonna drink the new Riff again. This is my other bottle. I have a couple of these. The best part about this, I'm not drinking that right now. I'm gonna drink it soon. The best part of these new Riffs, nobody talks about these new Riffs. Okay, nobody on YouTube. Good to see April O'Neil in the chat room. Nobody talks about these new Riffs. And you know why they don't talk about these new Riffs. New Riffs doesn't get clicks for them. New Riffs doesn't get views for some of these YouTubers that are trying to make money, right? Some of these YouTubers, I'm just gonna say this. They shouldn't be going to stores, promoting stores. That's my personal opinion. And they should definitely try to promote distilleries that are smaller, that are really good. New Riff, really good, single barrel. The beautiful thing about this is because not only do they write down over here, each one of them has a different proofing, and they're single barrels. I'm going to say this ahead of time. This bottle itself might be better than your Blankton's bottle, okay? So for any of you that are looking for the Blankton's bottle, this bottle itself, it's a single barrel, it's probably going to be better than the Blankton's bottle. It depends on how good your barrel is. I think I got one. I got a barrel. I don't know if it's this one. I had a previous barrel. I bought a previous bottle before, long time ago. And the thing was just creamy vanilla. It was really good. I think this one has more caramel. This barrel has more caramel than vanilla, and sometimes also the oak note is more it's more in your face with some of them, and then sometimes I think which one was it that I had? I think there's one that has a little bit of fruit, I forgot which one it was. Unless I'm thinking about the 8-year that I drank. But these are great buys. I do recommend anybody to buy this, okay? Don't buy the things that other YouTubers recommend you. They're going to recommend you bad stuff like Bullet. They're going to recommend you bad stuff like Penelope. They're going to recommend you horrible, horrible whiskeys, right? Let's drink this up. Oh, that's goddamn good. That's goddamn good. That's goddamn good. Man, that's good. There's a real hurricane right there. That's a real hurricane. We're going to put the real hurricane here, too. New Riff. Single barrel. You know what I like about this also? Let me show you. I'm going to show you now what I like about this, but let me pour this. Okay, so one thing I like about this bottle, the bottom, look at that. It gets clearer. It gets clearer. You guys didn't know that it was, I always thought it was brown. Look at this. It's right here, rubber, black cork. It's amazing. You don't have to worry about this bottle. You could save this bottle forever. You could save this bottle forever. I think this is the most unique, smartest idea ever. And watch this. Turn around. Clear. Never thought of this, right? Long time with clear, cool. But this is really good. I think back in the days, the new Riffs used to be so cheap, man. They used to be so cheap, these new Riffs. They went up in price, but they haven't really gone up in price. These bottles can easily be over $100. These bottles can easily be $100. You have to take advantage. Take advantage. All right, take advantage of buying yourself a single barrel new Riff. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna drink this. Up. By the way, I put that Saratoga water inside. Love that Saratoga water inside. Really love it. Really love it. Really love it. Okay, let's pop open get yourself a water bottle. Let's pop open my water bottle. I love these water bottles, man. It has a little straw on here. Really good. All right, good. Here we go. Earlier, you could go watch my review on the water that we had earlier. I drank it in this beautiful thing. This is a $200. Oof, I almost dropped it. This is a $200 glass. Stole it from the Pope. Anyways, here we go. Let's nose this out. Ooh, this is Oh my Lord. I need to go say hello to my elephant real quick. Where's Rodolfo at? Let me pet my Rodolfo. Come here. Oh, my Rodolfo, man, my elephant. He's a great dude. Rodolfo the elephant. Anyways, here we go. Let's nose that again. This is insane. Molasses, nice molasses. Caramel, beautiful caramel. Also, this one's getting me a little bit of leather on here. A tad bit of leather. The corn on here. It's sweet, very sweet. I can smell it. Oof, brown sugar, nice brown sugar. And there's one little note on here that I'm trying to find out what it is. You don't have any black pepper, white pepper. You don't have any fruity notes on here. Strictly perfumey. I think, you know what? I think it's the fragrance that I'm wearing. Very perfumey, my fragrance. Wow. Oof. Man, this is good. Okay, here we go. New Riff, single barrel. This is a bourbon whiskey. Let's drink a sip. Cheers to all of you. This is 113 proof. Get yourself one of the new Riffs. And again, let me make sure you know which is. Has to say single barrel. If you're not buying a single barrel, you ain't doing it right. Holy Holy Lord. Who there in the chat room? Who there in the chat room? Who there in the chat room? Thank you for the love. I'm going to do this, prayers, etc. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? We're number one over here. I'm going to do this for who that. This is for who that. The heart is for who that. Shout out to who that with a $50 super chat, and also for all the positivity to her. You know that she's going through a lot. I do know that a lot of you get to rewatch these streams. I really hope that some of you get some positivity on a Monday. Tomorrow's my favorite day of the week. Huge shout outs to who that. Huge shout outs to who that. And all the positivity and prayers to her and George, okay? To her and George, her husband. They've been going through a lot, and I do know that, you know, what keeps her positive? What keeps her positive is these streams. There's a lot of people that might not find live streams positive, but you know what? She does. Also, her dogs, her animals, keeps her positive. That's another great thing to have. Keeps her mental state positive, and that's a great thing to have. I do know there's a lot of people that can't have animals because maybe where you live and stuff like that. You can always get a fish. You can always get a fish or a bird. It's meant to, let's say this, okay? It's a positivity onto your brain that allows the waves in your brain to stay positive all the time. A fish or a bird could do it. Also, there's other things like hobbies. This is a great hobby that we have going. There's a lot of people out here that enjoy these streams. This is a hobby for a lot of you. I do collect whiskey, right? But I do review them. And for a lot of you out here, that's just what it is. Spot on, Reaper. Spot on, Reaper, who that says. I'm going to say this. I want to do the George Foreman grill on here. I think who that has a George Foreman grill. I kind of want to do a George Foreman grill here, like one of those streams, just like a nasty stream or something crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, you know what, maybe because George Foreman recently he released it's like a slam. What is it? It's a grill. So I was thinking about doing something like that, just to do something different, you know, on the weekends. Maybe I might do it eventually, but I do know that for some of you watching, you guys watch because you don't know what to expect on the streams. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, okay? If you're expecting something positive, we're always positive on here. We're having a fun time, and we're just enjoying the community that we have going. Point of matter is, let's drink this up. I'm talking. Shout out to the $50 super chat that who that just dropped in the chat room. Who that? I'm going to say this, who that? Who that? Edgar Romeo, the other day. Edgar Romeo gave out 40-something memberships the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. I think he killed it 2 days ago. It was a great stream. You could go rewatch that stream if anything. I think it was, it's in the public. It's in the public 2 days ago. Over here, let's drink this up. Let's drink this up. Over here, somebody, here we go, whose it is. We got a member, Tater Tot. Thank you so much, Tater Tot, to always be watching when you can. Remember, the best part about the Sunday stream, let's just say this, the best part about the Sunday stream, is that officially you could watch it on, yes, you could watch it on the next day. You could watch it on the Monday morning. Holy Lord. I'm going to say this. Holy Lord. We got 20 memberships in the chat room from who that? Holy Lord. 20 memberships in the chat room from who that? Who that has gave out 20 memberships. And over here, the first membership she gave out to was Walter Y. Not the real Walter Y, but a real Walter Y. Also, Guy got a membership. William got a membership. Limerick's got a membership. Take a little trip with me got a membership. Also, Road K 17G got a membership. Also, Kevin got a membership. Mike got a membership. Eddie got a membership. Dano got a membership. Abraham got a membership. Plains got a membership from Who Dat? Drewski, not the real Drewski, because the real Drewski is too funny for the stream. Over here, 6 Hour got a membership. Angie Baker got a membership. Sheena got a membership. Poway, shout out to Poway. Holy Lord, Poway got a membership. Ava Ross got a membership. Fred got a membership. Laura got a membership. Angel got a membership. Huge shout outs to all the members that just got memberships in the chat room. Who Dat? Thank you so much, Who Dat. Thank you so much, Who Dat. Huge appreciation. And also, let me say this. George will live forever. Yes, R.I.P. to George. And also for Who Dat. I hope you stay positive on the streams when you're watching. I hope this makes you feel amazing. And one recommendation. Eat good, Who Dat. Eat good. Guess what? Food is a comfort zone, right? It's a comfort zone. Eat good. And at the end of the night, if you need to eat ice cream, eat ice cream. Eat a nice little scoop of ice cream. That's what I recommend to a lot of you, okay? That's what I recommend to a lot of you. Over here, let me see the chat room. In the chat room, here we go. Let me look at the chat room over here. Let's drink this up. Oh, man. Ain't nobody out here cannot get that. You have to literally get, oof. You got to get that new Riff. You got to get that new Riff. Who Dat? You know what's going to make you hungry, Who Dat? You know what's going to make you hungry, Who Dat? If you have a little pour of whiskey, it makes you hungry. It makes you hungry just a little bit, just a tad bit. Also, another thing that'll make you hungry, fatty food. Fatty food will make you hungry. Fatty food. You know what? The only fast food that I want to eat, if I ever do a stream of fast food, Wendy's. I want to eat Wendy's. I want to eat a burger from Wendy's on the stream. I went to Wendy's the other day. I don't know if I told you guys. I went to Wendy's the other day for the first time ever, right? First time ever. Oof, those fries at Wendy's. Hey, go Who Dat, definitely. Those fries at Wendy's. Oof. Those fries at Wendy's. Casper, get that membership, Casper. Those fries at Wendy's. So dang good. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I might do a Wendy's stream. What do you guys think? Wendy's on a Monday? What do you think of Wendy's on a Monday? Wendy's. I'm gonna honestly tell you. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay, I haven't had a burger from Wendy's in a long time. But there's two burgers that I like in Wendy's. One is the Dave's burger. It's like a full burger, right? Full burger. And then the Baconator. The Baconator is just amazing. Baconator is amazing, right? Baconator is really, really good. Love the Baconator. But the thing is, if I'm gonna say this, the thing is the Baconator. I'm gonna say this, the Baconator. I gotta feel like I'm losing. If I'm losing testosterone or something, I gotta have some goddamn Baconator. I gotta have the Baconator. This was what I used to do a long time ago. I used to say, you know what? If I'm dropping into Wendy's and if I'm dropping into Wendy's, this is a long time ago, and I don't feel powerful, I don't feel like Zeus, I don't feel like Hercules, I need to have the Baconator. That was me a long time ago. I need to get that pump. I need to feel like somebody says, dude, that's a hurricane. And they're pointing at me. The Baconator has a lot of protein, right? So I used to have that, but then I discovered the Dave's Burger. The Dave's Burger, dang, that Dave's Burger is good. But recently, I did tell you guys recently, who that? Let me say this, who that? Recently, I think it was 2 days ago, we did a stream yesterday and the day before, and I told everybody that I went to Wendy's just to get fries. The fries that are doing at Wendy's, oh, remarkable. I haven't had fries in God dang knows how long. Long time. Years. So it was 2 days ago, I think it was. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday was the first time I had Wendy's in about since 2020. Since 2020. Let's drink this up. That's so good. That's so good. And then when I went to Wendy's, I said, you know what, I'm going to make some burgers. So we made some burgers on the stream. Who that? Go rewatch that stream. When I made burgers, I think it's 2 days ago. I think I put it members only. I don't remember. You can go watch it. Who that? You'll enjoy. If you want to, forward it to when I'm eating the burger. You can see it's just so good. It's so amazing. The burger that I made, it was literally, I use the same seasoning. I literally use the same seasoning. Kinder's, and then I use Thundering Longhorn because this is for brisket and burgers. But this is actually good for this mix. Try this mix for all of you, okay? For all of you in the chat room. We have a good amount of people that are going to rewatch the stream too. We get a ton of people rewatching these streams. Use the same seasoning that I use. Okay? I can guarantee you it's going to be insanely good. Use the same one. And make sure to use USDA Choice Ribeye. Do not use this on a Wagyu. If you're buying Wagyu steaks, don't use this on Wagyu steaks. If you're using Wagyu steaks, just use salt and pepper. Don't use any of this for Wagyu. Okay, you're spending $100 some for Wagyu. Don't do it. If you're using USDA Choice Ribeyes, you can use this. You can use this too. Remember, USA Choice has more fat, right? Anyways. Oh, man, what a stream. Who that? Let me say this, who that? Who that? You make me feel comfortable on a Sunday. I want to say this, who that? You make me feel comfortable on Sunday. I know who that can't watch every day. Who that has like 10 dogs you can't watch every day. I only have one. I'm gonna put my seat on here. I'm gonna sit down real quick. And I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy the last sip of this because who that sent a $50. And she also sent, if you don't know, she also sent, for some of you that do not know, I'm gonna say it right now. She also sent 20 memberships in the chat room. A total of, yes, a total of $115. Okay? So for all of you watching, huge respect and huge praise to who that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to sit down real quick. Oof, March Madness. Oof. I saw the Duke basketball game earlier because I'm thinking about putting some money on the Final Four. Let me start drinking this up. Ah, it's so good. That's so good. I wish I had a butler. I got to pay a butler. Who wants to get paid over here? Who wants to get paid to be my butler? I need a butler. I used to have maids. I used to have maids and a butler long time ago. But it's good to get out of that mentality. Always think that you need somebody to do something for you. It's always good to get out of that mentality. I remember one time when I was a kid. I don't know if you want story time. Do you want story time? Only one that could say yes. Only one that could say yes is Only one that can say yes is who dat. If you want story time, I'll give you a little story. I'll give you a little story, but only who dat. And if she says no, that's okay. That's fine. My personal business, my personal business. You let me know who dat. Let me put this light on. And if who dat's not here and she doesn't say yes or no, then that's better for. That's actually better for. Maybe it's not meant to be to tell the story. Okay. Anyways, the point of the matter is, man, this whiskey and the seasoning is kicking my ass. She says yes. Okay, I'll tell you the story now. Oof, my elephant. He's very needy. His name is Rodolfo. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story real quick. Okay, a nice little story. When I was younger, when I had a maid and a butler, I'll let you know this story now. But before I say that, I'm going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. And some of you are going to probably say, "Damn, that's okay." Some of you guys are going to think something different from me. It's okay. Noah's Mill. Let's drink this up. Let's pour. Oof. You hear that? I want to make a smoothie. Oof. I'm going to make a smoothie. I bought some bananas and strawberries today. I got inspired to buy the water today because of somebody. And if you guys know who it is, you can say in the chat room, who do you think inspired me to buy that water? You can say who you think inspired me to buy that water. I don't get inspired often. I'm going to say that right now. I don't get inspired often. Over here at Noah's Mill. We're going to be drinking Noah's Mill. This is underrated. One of the best whiskeys out here. 57.50% ABV, 114.3%. 114.3 proof. Cheers to who that, and we have $150 on the stream. Okay, let me sit down real quick, and let me tell you how it is to be living the good life. Ooh, this thing smells insane. Cinnamon oak caramel. And dang, it has a little bit of a herbal. Starting to smell a little bit of herbal something. Cinnamon oak. Okay, here we go. Let's say it. Oof. Before I say it, let me drink this. And also, not only am I going to drink it, I'm just going to put a little layer. Just one layer. Let's put one layer of this. Okay, let's put one little layer of this. Boom, let's put this over here. One little layer. Okay, let me tell you a story real quick. So when I was a younger kid, I had a maid. My grandmother had bought me. My great-great-grandmother, she had bought me literally she bought me the arcade basically. There was an arcade that I liked. It's called Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. She literally bought the goddamn machine from the store. Not the store, she bought it from the arcade. She literally paid top dollar at the arcade just to get it shipped over. Anyways, that's not the point. Point of the matter is, let's drink this up. That's not the point. Let me tell you the real story. Here we go, who dat? I'm gonna drink this up one time. It's so good, man. So the arcade at the time, they sold it to her and they delivered it. That Pac-Man machine was a real Pac-Man machine. Literally the ones you see at the arcades. Back in the days in the 90s, that would be a ton of money. I think nowadays that thing probably costs 100,000 or more, right? I think so, vintage. But the point of the matter is, she got it delivered for me, and she had it in her spot. She had a certain spot. She had a certain spot in her. I guess you could say her chill room, right? Now, her chill room was like a woman's cave, but it was manly. She had everything wood. The floor was wood. The walls were like they had bricks. The bricks were I think they were imported from like one of these countries, Brazil or something like that. And she had the bar. She had a bar, and she had a certain drink that she would drink all the time. Mind you, she's in a wheelchair. She would drink a certain drink all the time. I just don't know what drink it is because I was a kid. I was younger, obviously, and she would have the leather couches, or beautiful, beautiful leather couches, just beautiful. And I had two maids. I had two maids, and not only that, I had two maids. I had a butler. The butler would take me, if I wanted to any store I wanted to buy whatever the hell I wanted to. Basically, like that movie. What is that movie? What's his name? Richie Rich. Basically like that. So the two maids would literally they would tell me all the time, "Hey, what would you like?" While I'm playing Pac-Man, and I would always ask for the same thing. I would always ask for I would always ask for Coca-Cola with a little bit of a cherry, right? Always give bring me it. And then one day, this is where it got good. One day when I think it was the first Nintendo that came out, I literally walk in the house. The butler asked me, "Hey, we're gonna take you somewhere after this. Is there a place you want to go to?" I told him that I wanted to go to McDonald's. This one is a long time ago. He goes, "Perfect, perfect, perfect." I forgot what he would call me. He would call me a certain name. I go into the house, and I guess it's a mansion, right? Go into the mansion, and the thing was sitting with me was in front of me. The second maid, she gave me a Nintendo. It was a brand new Nintendo. The Nintendo back in the days, I think they costed like a crazy amount. I don't even think the stores had it at the time. We had it. I had the dang thing before anybody, and it was a Mario game also. And she also asked me, she goes, "Would you like any food?" And I actually told her I wanted I actually told her I wanted McDonald's. And she actually had the butler go get the McDonald's for me. The butler came back. He brought the McDonald's while the other maid, there's another maid. So there's two maids, right? The other maid was putting together my Nintendo. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing because I'm a kid. She was putting all the cables together on the TV, and the TV was literally on the wall. We literally had like the most high end, I guess, TV possible. She plugged them all in, and I don't even know what I was thinking of at the time. I think I was eating something. But the point of the matter is, I literally anything I asked for, I would get it. And coming in the 2020, like 2025, like we're living in 2025. If I had a butler and two maids, you know the things that you could get back in the days, it wouldn't be the same thing. I think back in the days, it's just what's the word that I could say? It was just so simple. The things that would please me would be simple. Obviously, I don't eat McDonald's now, but back in the days, I was a kid. Simple thing. Give me McDonald's. Give me a Happy Meal. I want double fries, and I want double burgers in my Happy Meal. Cool. The butler ended up coming. He brought me. The butler ended up bringing me two Happy Meals, and I remember that the maid had literally. This is the crazy part. The craziest part of the story. Just this to give you a little ordeal of what it is to have maids and butler. The maid literally, she literally put the Nintendo literally next to me with the cables all on the floor, literally next to me, and I think she literally untangled the controller. literally in front of me while I'm just watching her do it. Like, I'm not trying to say that I had slaves or anything because they were my great grandmother's. They were my great grandmother's maids. But literally, like I didn't know what slaves were back in the days. Obviously, I didn't even know a butler was. I thought it was just workers. And coming to think of it, in 2025, I mean, you're kind of paying for that, right? You're kind of paying for that experience to have somebody do something for you. And why am I telling you this? Reason why I'm telling you this is because we're living in 2025. To get a maid, it's literally almost impossible. You could get somebody to clean your house. It's cool. But back in the days, the people that clean the house are the maids. This is what it is. The butler wouldn't clean anything. He would just tell you, "Hey, you want to go anywhere today?" And he would just be part of the. He would be part of the. I guess part of the back of the maids. I guess you can say, right? And I guess to tell you something, for some of you that are like poor. I know there's a lot of people that watch me that don't have as much money to buy some of these whiskeys. There's a lot of people out here that don't buy some of these whiskeys because it's just they're out of the range. $300. How the hell are you gonna buy a $300 bottle? There's some other people out here that buy some of these bottles. Like maybe they buy a bottle that I recommend, $100. You have the money, you save your money to get a $100 bottle, but you really enjoy the cheaper whiskeys, and that's why on the streams I tend to watch you guys talking in the chat room. Not all times, but I do know that many of you don't have the money to buy a $500 bottle. So I show you guys some of the bottles you can get. Right now, I'm drinking Noah's Mill, and this Noah's Mill, if you're working on a weekly payment, you get paid under the table. Maybe you get paid a week. Maybe you get paid a week $500. You don't want to buy a certain whiskey, right? Maybe your salary per year is under $30, under 30,000, under 30,000. Maybe your salary a year is like maybe under 50,000, and you still don't feel like buying some of these whiskeys. It's okay. That's why I show you high end whiskeys, and I also show you low end whiskeys, so that maybe there's some nurses out here that there's a nurse out here that wants to maybe buy a whiskey for their boss. And then some of the whiskeys out here, you get friends out here that say, get blue label, get red label, get black label. Those are straight shit. Those balls are straight dookie. You don't want to buy those blue labels and black labels and red labels. That's garbage. Okay? Those are whiskeys that in the 90s you used to drink. In the 80s, people used to drink, right? And the people that come from like different countries, they come to America. The only thing they know is back in the days, the good whiskeys that they used to have in the clubs. Maybe those clubs that used to have a bunch of drugs, maybe the mafia, maybe the cartel and stuff like that back in the days. In Miami, if you don't know Miami was built around drugs. So if you don't know already, some of the things that you've seen back in the days, like the cocaine cowboys and stuff like that's real. That's real. And back in the days, all the people like Scarface. You saw the movie Scarface. Scarface is real. It's a fictional movie, but it's based on basically scenarios that used to happen here in Miami. And for some of you that don't know Miami, that's just what it is. Miami is the drug capital of literally the world. There's nothing bigger than Miami, right? But now, in 2025, nobody knows about that. But if you go back in history, that's just what it is. The clubs would be full of blue label, black label. The clubs would be full of certain people would drink Scotch whiskey. Certain people would drink certain vodkas and tequilas back in the days. Some of those things, some of those vodkas wouldn't exist. Some of those not only vodkas, some of those tequilas wouldn't even exist anymore nowadays. But some of the other things like Blue Label, they still exist. Black Label still exists. Macallan, yeah, it still exists. People want to buy that because they don't know anything else. But at the end of the day, we're living in the future. We're living in 2025. It's not the same nowadays than it was before. And I do know that Who Dat chat room. She's a huge sponsor in the stream right now, right? We're at 150 dollars on the stream. Huge sponsor on the stream. Just understand that some of the things that we're going to see in the future are not going to be the same. Some of these whiskeys are not going to be the same. Some of these whiskeys are going to be gone. Some of the foods that you guys eat nowadays are going to be gone too. Right? Some of the foods are going to be that we usually have nowadays. Some of the fast foods that we have nowadays are going to be gone. I don't eat fast foods. That's just what it is. Air fryers. When would you have thought air fryer back in the days was real? I don't think anybody would have thought air fryer would have been real. I remember one day when I had my maid, I asked her for orange juice. This was just I just wanted orange juice. I didn't give a damn. I didn't think that she could blend it and put it in one of her expensive. I asked for orange juice, and she brought me sugarcane juice, which was squeezed right there, and she also brought me squeezed OJ that was literally made fresh from a machine that back in the days in the 90s was basically like, I think it was like $2,000 or $5,000 in the 90s. And in the 90s, $5,000, $2,000, that's like a car. You're basically buying a car in the 90s, right? Expensive. But the point of the matter is, what I'm telling you is that we're living in 2025. Okay, some of the things you guys are taking for granted, don't take it for granted, because some of the things are going to go up in price and probably they're not going to exist anymore. I don't think our microwave is going to be existing in by the year 2030. I think they're going to replace it with something else. But you're going to see. You're going to see what's going to happen. I think our banks are going to be upgraded. Our banks, they're going to be upgraded. So you guys go to banks every week to deposit. You're going to see they're going to get upgraded big time in the next 5 years. There's a lot of things that are going to be upgraded. But why am I saying this? Well, because it's Sunday. And I decided to sit down on the chair to talk to you guys. Let me drink this Noah's Mill. Ah, so good. You guys usually hear on these streams, you guys usually hear parrots. You guys usually hear parrots sometimes when I start the stream. Some of the parrots and the birds that you hear around here are from parrot jungle. In Hurricane Andrew, that's a hurricane. In Hurricane Andrew, Hurricane Andrew destroyed monkey jungle. There used to be monkey jungle in Miami. Also, it destroyed the zoo, which the zoo had a bunch of parrots. And it destroyed the biggest place that had the biggest amount of birds. And it was called Parrot Jungle. This was in the hurricane days, the big hurricane, Hurricane Andrew. And when Hurricane Andrew destroyed Parrot Jungle, all the birds, they just left. They either left Miami to go to Puerto Rico, I don't know who the hell would go to Cuba, but I think if I was a bird, I would go to freaking Puerto Rico. But most of them stayed around here. If you ever hear parrots and you hear birds, it's because most of these birds came from Parrot Jungle, and that was from the hurricane. And I think that's something that some of you, I think we might have something big happening in our lifetime. Something big again. We had the pandemic that happened. I think something else is going to happen again too. Something usually happens every couple of years, right? The last biggest thing that happened before the pandemic was the market crash. The market crash, right, of the house market. The house market that crashed. If anybody ended up buying a house and the house market crashed, congratulations, you made money. If you bought a couple houses, congratulations, you made money. There's a lot of people that shorted the horse. I should not talk about that. No financial advice. But if there's ever a market crash in the next couple of years, that is the time that some of you can become millionaires. I just know that, okay? Just know that. Wait aside, have have a couple have maybe 100,000 or 50,000 aside waiting for that market crash. If you have 200,000 or 500,000 waiting on the side for yourself, have it on the side for yourself for that market crash. If you have any money invested or any money that's saved, wait for the market crash to happen. When that market crash happens, many of you will become wealthy, and that's just what happens. If any of you that just come from another country, get that advice right here. If you come from another country, so say you just came from Colombia to New York, and you're watching my stream. This is no financial advice. If you just came from Mexico and you went to Texas and you're watching my stream, this is no financial advice. If you came from Cuba to Florida and you're living in Orlando or Tampa or in Miami, this is no financial advice. Have some money on the side, save some money on the side. If there's a financial crisis that happens in the next couple years, make yourself known. Put yourself some money in the market, the stock market. Invest in the stock market when it crashes. Wait till it crashes, and you will be very, very, very wealthy over the span of a couple of years after it recovers, or after that year it recovers. I'm telling you this because this is a Sunday. I do know many of you need a little bit of lighting, a little positivity. And for some of you that are watching, hopefully you learn from what the things that I've say. If somebody out here doesn't have investments in the New York Stock Exchange, you can do that in a blink of an eye. All you have to do is open up an account in the stock market. Open it up, have your money available, and you can officially, if you need to call your broker, which is whatever broker is that you're going into, you can call your broker, ask them what it is, ask them the fees, and at the end of the day, that's just what it is. That's how you're going to make money. Many of you should know this, but many of you do not know this. And at the end of the day, if you guys want to eat steaks every day, that's just what it is. You have to know what I just told you. Make sure to invest, and also have a lot of water just in case something happens, right? Have a lot of water just in case something happens. Anyways, we're gonna start cooking. For all of you watching, we're gonna start cooking. Yes, we're gonna start cooking. I finally got up from my seat. Here we go. Who dat? And also, for some of you that do not know, one of the biggest things that has happened, the people that invested in the market crash of the housing market, they had a lot of properties, and what happened was they ended up renting out some of their houses, and they are multimillionaires. I know a couple multimillionaires that did that. And what they did was outstandingly amazing. Airbnb, what is it called? Airbnb. Yes, Airbnb, the company, decided to start their IPO a couple years ago, and they did awesome. And not only that, but the people that were renting out their places will no longer be renting them out. Now they put them in Airbnb, and they make more money than they used to renting them out. For all of you watching, that is no financial advice. Anything I just told you is no financial advice, but you have different ways of making money. And for me, I think you have all the possibilities in the world to do any of those things, but you have to have money. So wait for the market to crash. Yes, it will crash in the next decade. You don't know when, but you know when it will happen, just like it happened in the pandemic. And you will officially be able to lock into one of your investments and make a ton of money. One of my friends, I'm going to say this, just one of my friends, he made so much money. He made multi-millions, one of my friends. He was living in Miami, multi-millions. He literally left Miami because he made so much money. And he went to this place called, what is it called? It's not, I don't think it's Ibiza. It's called, what is it called? Man, I'm trying to think. He went to Ireland. It's almost like, it's not Ibiza. What is it called? Forgot the island name. Crazy Island, most epic island. And then he ended up leaving that island. He's living right now in Hawaii. He's living in Hawaii, and he got, a Cybertruck delivered to him in Hawaii. He was the first one in Hawaii. Yes, he was the first one in Hawaii to get a Cybertruck. And why does he have this money? Is because he decided, hear me out. He decided to invest in Tesla. Okay, he decided to invest in Tesla when nobody believed in Tesla. When everybody, 60 Minutes didn't believe in Tesla. None of the hedge funds believe in Tesla. None of the people here in America believe in Tesla. Nobody believed in Elon Musk. He was the only one that would invest. And his biggest investment was when the stock market literally plunged down in the pandemic. He went full on. He went all out. He threw everything on here. He sold his apartment. He sold his apartment in Miami Beach. And he completely invested in Tesla. And guess where he's living now? He went from an island to living in Hawaii. Yes, he's living in Hawaii, living his retirement at just literally the most epic time in the world, right? Point of the matter is, do something for yourself. Think of a strategy. And for all of you watching, if you're enjoying your life right now, be comfortable with your life that you're living, right? Be comfortable with these streams. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drink. We're going to drink a whiskey, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this right now. We're going to be saying this. Yes. This is a great guy thing. I love this. I love this oil. That oil's real good. That oil's real good. Like that oil a lot. All right, let's start drinking the rest of this. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I should drink another whiskey, all right? It's a Sunday. Should I drink what I have in here? This is a blend. I have Yellowstone in here, and I have another whiskey. Elmer T. Lee with Yellowstone I have in here. Let's drink some. That was Mill. So good. Noah's Mill, so good. Looks like Bitcoin just hit 86,000. Bitcoin just hits 86,000. All right, let's start cooking, okay? Let's start cooking. I'm hungry. Over here, we got a super chat from Casper, $5 super chat. We're at right now $5 super chat from Casper. Okay, here we go, Casper. And for all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Thanks, Reaper. No problem. I do know that many of you, yes, many of you want to hear a little bit of advice. There you go. There's your advice. You don't need to hear from a huge, what is it called? Huge influencer, right? Huge influencer online that's trying to pump his bags. You don't need to hear from somebody like that, right? Shout out to Casper. Thank you so much, Casper. Huge shout out to Casper. Thank you so much for $5 super chat. And thank you so much for thanking me for, I guess, what I said. I honestly wasn't looking at chat room, so if you guys saying you concur, I concur too. All right, here we go. Let's start cooking. We got another couple minutes left to open this up. Over here, I got another super chat room. Casper, here we go. Casper, he says, a bag of glass gingles. Bag of glass gingles. What the hell does that mean, Casper? Bag of glass gingles. I think what he means is you don't want to be holding the bag. You don't want to be holding a bag on certain stocks. I think that's what it means. There's certain stocks that you should definitely not hold. You could be in the sideline. Maybe that's what he means. Anyways, you know what bag? Bing jingles. the bag that I got on my pants. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we're gonna start doing this over here. Yes, we're gonna start doing this over here. And for all of you watching, here we go. God, I don't think I ever heard that saying before. Holy Lord. The bag of my glass gingles. What the hell's that even mean? 100% raw Reaper. Don't hold that bag. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what that means. That's what that means. Sometimes it's good to stay in the sidelines, okay? Sometimes it's good to stay in the sidelines. Why? Well, you never know. It's good to be a guy in the sideline, right? You never know, you know. When those Pakistanis decide to retaliate and they attack one of our NFL stadiums, if you're in the sideline, you have time to run away. But the people in the middle, like the athletes, oof! You ever seen that? You ever seen that? I don't even know. Is that a movie? Is that a movie that the whole NFL's field just collapses? Is that a movie? I think it's a movie, isn't it? Anyways, the point of the matter is we're gonna start cooking, right? Favorite part of the stream, some of you. Favorite part of the stream, some of you. Favorite part of the stream, some of you, when I start cooking. Casper, get the goddamn Casper, get that membership. Get that membership, Casper. Casper just sent good super chats. Thank you so much, Casper. Here we go. Let's start doing the first one. And here we go. Placata. You're probably wondering, am I going to eat these two ribeyes a day? You got to be kidding me. What do you think, I'm an elephant? I'm not eating these two ribeyes today. You're out of your mind. I'm eating one tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm going to make a sub. I think I'm going to make a sub with one of them, the thinner one. I think I'm going to make a sub with a thinner one. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a sub with a thinner one. I think that's what I'm going to do. With the thinner steak, I think I'm going to make a sub. But the bigger one I'm going to have today, I'm going to chomp it up and I'm going to do it. Love me some ribeye steak. Love me some ribeye steak. Love me some ribeye steak. It's getting a little bit cold out here. Holy crap. Oof. Did you guys see that, or is it just me? Am I seeing like a? What the hell was that? What the hell was even that? I know you guys saw that. A spark? What the hell was even that? Here we go. We're gonna drink a whiskey. Which one is it? Here we go. What could this be? Noah's Mill. Ah, it's so good. This thing's blowing up. You saw that? It's blowing up like a firework. What the hell's going on? Okay, we're starting to get some flames. Now, let me show you. That part of it, you see over there, there's more flames than over here. So what I'm going to do is a thicker one I'm going to put over there. We're going to do that right now. One thing you want to do is close the grill. You guys already know the drill. We close the grill so that it doesn't get too much heat. Okay, those sparks is because the fat is dripping on the charcoal. You don't want too much of that. You don't want too much of that. And also, we do have this open. I want to keep that open over here. Here we go. Let's open this up. We close this up just to prevent that from happening. So let's open this up. All right, that's good. Now what I'm going to do is there's a lot of heat. And also, this is another thing also, just so you know, when it comes to ribeyes, there's a certain There's a certain, what is it called? It's not a vein. It's not a vein. It's a certain fat that holds the ribeye together, right? There's a fat that goes around. If that fat goes out of whack, your ribeye will go out of whack, and it can happen, right? So what you want to do is you flatten it out so they can get perfect. The reason why you flatten it out is because you want everything to be cooked. But I'm not looking to cook this up too much. I'm looking to have this medium rare, right? But you can see some of this. Oof. You see some of this. You see that fat starting to come off, and then it's allowing some of this to look a little bit different. A little bit different, right? But that happens. That could happen. That can happen. It's this little fat that's holding this everything nicely. But the point of the matter is, this one's looking good. This one's looking. Look at this. Oof, getting eyes and cooking inside. Good. Okay, so we're gonna do this for a little bit. And now we're gonna put it away. We're gonna put it away over here on the side so that it could officially get good temperature inside, so it gets cooked up. Okay, these ribeyes, we're going to put them far away. Okay, you don't put them over the grill, you put them far away, almost to the edge. Okay, we're going to put them on the edge, and also I'm going to put a little bit of butter on here. Butter helps out a lot. Butter helps out a lot. You don't need to put butter. Personally, it looks juicy enough. You don't need to put butter. But the butter adds a little bit. The butter adds a little bit of fat, just a little bit of fat, and it makes your ribeye. It makes your ribeye perfect. If you go to restaurants, like a high-end restaurant, or maybe you go to like, I don't know, you go to like the best restaurant in your city. Most of the time, if you're paying for a $200 steak, they're always going to put butter on there. The reason why they're going to put butter is because the average person like you doesn't know the difference between USA Choice, USA Prime, and Wagyu. So what they do is, to make it close to Wagyu, right? Because Wagyu is supposed to be the best, right? Personally, Wagyu, you're gonna give you a stomach. You're gonna be in the bathroom forever, right? The point of the matter is, if you put butter on there, it gives it more fat. And the more fat that you have on your ribeye, the better it tastes. You're not going to be able to know the difference. It's going to taste so good. So just know that. It's almost like having, what kind of give it a little bit of a, it's almost like having crabs. You ever had crabs and you dip it in some butter? It's almost the same thing. It makes it better. It makes it better. By the way, I'm going to drink... Yellowstone. I'm going to drink Yellowstone 2022. This is what I'm going to drink right now. Huge shout out to Who Dat. All right, let me get a wooden blanket. Let's drink us up. Yellowstone, Yellowstone. Damn, that guy gotta be the best whiskey on the stream. Here we go. We're gonna back up a little bit. Let's let that butter just melt up a little bit. Today's Sunday. I know many of you working tomorrow. Many of you working tomorrow. We got a full chat room. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Tap the screen a couple times. We got a full chat room. We got a full chat room. Let's drink this up. I wish I had a wine. I forgot to buy a wine, but I wasn't craving wine today. Usually if I have a wine, somebody's talking about boiled egg, somebody's talking about Nickelback. Oof. Who's talking about Nickelback in the chat room? You know what? Nickelback, great songs they have. I don't know why they hate them. I think they hate them because I don't even know, what was the reason why they hate Nickelback? I think they hate Nickelback is because I forgot why it was the reason why. I just usually don't care about all that. Why they care about certain men. If they do good music, it's all that matters. There's a lot of people that hate Nickelback. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. The whiskey's good. You know what? I'm gonna start drinking my water from a. No, I gotta drink my water while I'm eating my food, right? I gotta drink my water while I'm eating my food, right? Yes, yes. Somebody says Nickelback is a national treasure. Who said that in the chat room? That's a funny one. I don't think any band in the world or rock band has been beat up more than Nickelback. I think they got more black eyes in the whole country. I think they got more black eyes than no. More black guys, I don't know. I think they had the top black guys. Top. Nickelback, Lord. I'm about to play a Nickelback song. Shoot. You know, if Edgar was here, If Edgar was here, who would say, play that Nickelback song, Reaper? He would say that. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. I do know that some of you don't understand that. My wrenches, they all rotate, right? Some days, some of my wrenches in the chat room, they're with family. Some of the wrenches are they're selling Pokemon cards like Joe Waters. There's some other wrenches out here that are officially at the gym and they were family. Some wrenches like Jason, huge shout out to Jason Kane. Huge shout out to Jason Kane. He works a full shift from Monday to Sunday. Yes, he does a full shift Monday to Sunday. That's a hell of a workout, right? Anybody that works Monday to Sunday, you're MVP. You're MVP. You're amazing. Why you're amazing? Because you know how to budget your days, right? On your time. And for being here, it's amazing. Sheena and Andrew, amazing, amazing. Both of them. Farm Kitty and April. Amazing, amazing. Al Gordon, chat room. Who dat? Huge shout outs to who dat? Huge shout outs to who dat? Okay, here we go. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at this. And all the super chats today, Casper has been sending some positivity on the stream. Thank you so much, Casper. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. But before I take this off, you see the butter. It's a puddle. There's a puddle. You see the puddle? You see the puddle of the water, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do with that puddle of water. It's not a puddle of water, a puddle of butter. I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. Okay? Before I show you what you're gonna do, shout out to Al Gordon. You gotta let this heat up a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna tell you how many minutes you're gonna leave it on here. And also, I think I'm gonna drink one more whiskey. Before. It's gonna be the last whiskey I drink. Which one is it? Last whiskey I drink? I think I've had all the whiskeys possible. Should I drink the rest? Oof, I don't want to drink the rest of that one. What is this? Oof, no, I'm not gonna drink that. Let me see. Which whiskey? Oof. Should I do the 30-year whiskey? Maybe I should, right? I put it on the stream. Let's take a lick. Let's take a lick of this. Yes, yes. Let's take a lick of this. What a beautiful bottle, damn. Beautiful bottle. I'm going to take a lick of this. It's Sunday. You know my favorite day of the week? Monday. I think Sunday is turning into one of my favorites. Monday's my favorite. Out of the sky, 30-year. Let's pour this up. I'm gonna put it next to the glass so you can hear it. Okay. Here we go. You heard that? And I'm gonna drink it. Over here, who could it be? Who could it be? A $20 super chat. We are on the stream. $175. Who could it be? Ladies and gentlemen, who could it be? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you already know who it is. It is who that? Over here, who that says with a $20 super chat, do it. Now, guys, gotta feed my babies. Who that? You want to play? You want to play Nickelback? You want to play Nickelback? Is that what you want to play? I do standing around. You want to play a song? I do standing around. Let me get it. You want to play that? There's two songs, Photograph and Also. I might play something. Huge shout out to Who Dat. Thank you so much, Who Dat. Here we go. We might end the stream with a Nickelback song now that you said that. Here we go. This is how I like to make sure that Okay, I want to make sure that that butter is almost over here. Just one little pour right here. Boom. That is god dang beautiful. Oof, that's good. I'm gonna take this off. Looks good. Take this off. Mine as well. These are really small ribeyes. I did tell you guys ahead of time. Beautiful. Let me take this off. Oof. Take it off. Last song on the stream I'm gonna play is Nickelback. Yes. She says, do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't you worry. But which one do I play though? Nickelback song. Which one do I play though? There's so many Nickelback songs that I should play. You know what? I actually like the fact that I don't really what's the word? I like the fact that there's people that hate the songs of Nickelback. It's good. I actually like that. I like the fact that people hate Nickelback. Matter of fact, I actually like it. I like that fact. I like that real oof. My fingers. Here we go. Who that? Shout out to who that? Dang. That's real good. That's real tight, real good. I am drinking, literally. I'm literally drinking a 30. I'm drinking a 30-year whiskey. I'm gonna take. Which one do I take out? I'm gonna take the Noah's Mill out. We're gonna put this one, replace it with Noah's Mill. There we go. I'm drinking a 30-year whiskey right now. This is what I'm drinking. 30-year whiskey. Oof. Wait. Hey, time out. I gotta get my water. I gotta do this right. I gotta do this right. Which song should I play? Yes? Nickelback. Which song is your favorites of Nickelback? It's funny that Andrew says he doesn't remember any. Look, if you have tattoos, you should remember every song in the goddamn every album. If you got goddamn tattoos, here we go. Let's know this out. Oof. Out of the sky, 30-year. Okay. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. I have to go. Who that says do it? Okay, so everybody knows Rockstar, but you know what? Maybe we should go back to that Nickelback song. Where is it at? We're gonna end the stream with a Nickelback song. Lord heavens, Lord heavens. Let's see. How You Remind Me? Definitely not song. Rock star. I can play that. Saving Me. Ooh, Someday. Oof. Wait a minute. What's the song song? Let me see what the song sounds like. No, chill. Chill. Let me see what I think. Someday. This is a good song. Oh shoot! That's too old school. Let me see. Wait, time out. Ooh, that's like old school. I feel like I'm in the early 2000s. Lord heavens. How You Remind Me? Oof. Rockstar, Figure You Out. Oof. Oof. Someday. You know what? I think someday. Oof. Photo. Oof. There's so many. Oof. Rockstar. Oof. Figure You Out. Oof. Far Away. Oof. Wait. Let me see. Wait a minute. Far Away. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. I like this song. As a matter of fact, this is one of my favorite ones. Far Away. Far Away. Yes. Far Away. Let's take it back to let's get a little bit sappy. Let's get a little bit sappy on here. Okay, we gotta take it back to the back in the days. Okay, we talked about back in the days how it was so good back in the days, right? We're living in. Yes. Oh, by the way, just want to. Oh, shit! I'm gonna cut that up. I'm gonna look at something. Let's see. I'm gonna play a Nickelback song. And for a lot of you watching, not only am I going to play a Nickelback song, I just want to let you guys know. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, always for tuning in. Just enjoy the times that you're living now. Okay? Enjoy the times you're living now. I think I kind of took advantage. Not took advantage, but I took for granted the years in the 2000s, early 2000s. I feel like I took it for granted, and the time went by so quickly. Take advantage of the time now that we're living. We're living in a very, very great time. Take advantage of the time that we're living right now. For all of you watching, just take advantage of it and enjoy your time, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy 2025 and enjoy the times that you're living right now. We're gonna put a song. It tells us how far away we were. Yes. Last time I remember, the year 2000. Oof, long time. You know what? For any of you that ever had an ex-girlfriend, forget it. It was a past. And if you had an ex-husband or ex-wife, that's a past. You guys are amazing. Today on the stream, I showed you Saratoga. Great water. I love this water. I'm gonna drink it up around the hill. You guys are amazing. Let's drink some. Damn. Wait a minute. Now I'm drinking that. I actually still think my glacier water is better. Here we go. 30-year whiskey. 30-year whiskey. Let's drink some. Damn, that 30-year whiskey is no joke. No joke. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I put this right here. Let me see. Nickelback, shout out to all of you. Here we go, let's drink this up. Shout out to all of you. Oh man. Ribeye crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Hit the like button for the video. Ladies and gentlemen, this song takes him back to the days. Enjoy the times you're living now. Okay? It's far away if you're living in 2050, right? Ladies and gentlemen, shout outs to the USA. Shout outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, U.S. Army, SA Marines, yes. NUS Space Force battling the aliens over there in the moon. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the stream. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And for all the Reaper crew, thank you for tuning in. Members. I see you, members. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Oof. I'm getting chills. Throwing it back to the days, yes, when everything was easy. Remember when everything was easy? It's so far away, yes? So far away. Oof, you're living now. Enjoy the times now. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially. Ending the stream soon. Joe Waters, I see you. Corners Marks, I see you. Gordon, I see you. Over here, I saw April. April, I see you. I saw you earlier. And also Sheena, Andrew. I see you, Andrew. Who that? Huge shout out to Andrew. And also, enjoy the times you're living now. You guys are amazing. We are living a hell of a time. Enjoy the times you're living now, because it's not going to happen again. Yes, the future's the future, and the past is the past, but we're living in today. Andrew, I see. Who's going to be the last one? I see a chat room. Who's going to be the last one? I see a chat room. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? We're number one. Who's going to be the last one? Let's give a heart to who that. Reaper officially signing out. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, let me drink the rest of this 30-year whiskey. Phone Kitty, April, I'll see you. I'll see you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow, Monday. Today is 2025. I'll see you soon. Reaper signing out.